What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Dermy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with another episode of G Gundam Review, episode 39. Okay. It's a slower episode. It's kind of not really a filler episode, but it's an in-between episode. If you catch what I'm saying here, it's in between matches, things happen, it's slower. We're development based. That's kind of what this episode is. Not the end of the world. It's an okay episode. I could take it or leave it. It goes back to kind of compared to some of the stuff we have been getting. It goes back to some of the very poignant moment. Not poignant. Like things make sense in this world for what it does, but it's not as good as like last episode or a Schwartz Bruder based episode or some of the other episodes we've been getting. This is very meh episode. But let's get into it, shall we? So we open up right where we left off last week with Allenby going berserk, going insane, attacking Andrew Graham's Gundam, destroying it as she's screaming out in berserk, and ending. We now get to our lovely narrator man. One of my favorite characters. You know nothing about him, but he's always here. He's always ready to tell you about what's going on. And he just recaps what happened, you know? Allenby went crazy, struck Andrew Graham's Gundam, and it just ended in pure chaos. Then we also had the beginning of Wong and Master Asia's falling out, and we might have more of that developing in this episode on what's truly going on behind this. Not really, but we do get we get some sense of what happens. And I will tell you, I love Master Asia to death. I think he's my favorite character. We're nearing some revelations that He agrees with things I don't, and he's kind of we're getting to a very interesting point in G Gundam. But let's get things ready. Set go. The name of the episode. Now we pick up again right where we left off. Allenby's Gundam is in berserk mode, kind of on fire. You know how it is. Graham, Lumber Gundam, Grizzly Gundam, one of the two. Me the thing of the dub or the sub. I cannot remember off the top of my head. Anyways, Andrew Graham's Gundam is destroyed. Domon and Argo are over there shocked at what's happening. We end up cutting away where Domon ends up getting into Allenby's cockpit trying to see what's going on. He finds her passed out. Domon freaks out. Rain comes running onto the field in pure shock because, I mean, that blast destroyed the barrier. Caused major damage. She's going in there to check in on everybody, you know, being a good crewmate. And she sees, oh, this is a great shot, by the way. Allenby's Noble Gundam burning in the background as Domon walks out with Allenby in his arms. It's a great shot. Rain looks in basically terror, fearing what could have happened. Because let's be real, we know that Rain has feelings for Domon. Let's be super freaking real. This is not a shock. And Domon's oblivious, but he does have feelings for Rain. Domon sets Rain down. Not Rain. Allenby down. Rain asks what happens. Domon said it was a chaos. Argo calls Domon over to help him with Andrew Graham. Domon quickly runs over there. Domon tasked Rain to please stay with Allenby. Just then, a ambulance? Not an ambulance. A medical vehicle touches down. Rain's excited because, hey, you look. First aid. Everybody's gonna be safe. This is good. Crew comes out with a stretcher, picks up Allenby. Rain says, I'm going to be going with you. This is my patient. I need to be with you. It's part of her. It's what she does. This is something that she always says. And she gets shot down. They tell her, no. You can't come with us. We're taking her. She'll be fine. And as they're taking her away, she asks, hey, what about Andrew? Why aren't you guys getting Andrew? And they simply shout back, hey, you know, There's another one on the way. Don't worry. There's another one coming. As you can see, they end up taking off and leaving. But it was so weird. Like, Rain notices, like, this isn't normal. What's going on here? We cut to the building, the government building where Wong is. Inside, we see Wong and Master Asia are beginning to argue. Wong is being Wong. Let's just be real happy that everything worked perfectly. Allenby is going to be a perfect replacement for Domon. This is going to be just fine. All their plans are falling together. Master Asia doesn't understand what's happening, and then Wong reveals Domon's next opponent, which will be interesting. Schwartz, Bruder. Two opponents that, as Master Asia ends up pointing out, that they're already in the final round. They've already won enough matches. They're undefeated. They get to go to the Battle Royale. Why pit them against each other? Excuse me. And Wong simply says, why not? Why not pit them against each other? Why not have a good match? And that's when Master Asia just begins to remember what he does about Schwartz. Says that if his inclination of who Schwartz truly is right, Domon will not be able to win. Domon will immediately lose because Schwartz Bruder is something far stronger than Domon. Sorry, I just had to cut ahead a little bit. Now we get over to the hospital, where at the hospital, Argo comes out, informs Domon that, hey, Andrew's surgery went well, but he will never be strong enough to pilot a Gundam ever again. Domon says that's a shame, that's not right. We end up having Rain come up, and Rain says she's looked all over the hospital. Allenby ain't there. That revelation throws Domon into a rage, essentially, of what do you mean she's not here? They came by, she picked her up. Where is she? Just then, Neo Sweden's leader, government guy, the guy that kind of leads everything, comes by and says, Domon, where is she? Domon freaks out on him, thinking that he activated the Berserk system. Just yelling, screaming, berating him. And that's when he realizes that Allenby's missing. And Dr. I'm going to butcher this guy's name. He was being tortured last episode. He's the guy that runs the Berserk system. They can't activate it without him. I think it's Dr. Butsley. Definitely be getting that wrong. I know it's a weird name. Anyways, he comes out. He says that they're both missing. They couldn't have activated it even if they wanted to. Domon is irate, furious, trying to figure out what's going on, and everybody's concerned. Domon then begins to basically lambaste Rain, just laying into her and saying that he's going to find her. We end up cutting away. We see Rain's now gone over at the boat all by herself. Domon's walking throughout town, and all the while this is happening, we're having a voiceover of what took place in the hospital in between. I'm trying to get to shortly after all that berating, because we're hearing voiceovers and we're hearing Domon just lay into Rain, saying, why weren't you there? You always promised me you would always be there for your patients. Oh, she's just not there this time? Oh, what's going on? Oh. He's just tearing into her. And as Domon tries to leave to go look for Rain, Allenby himself, Rain comes up and says, hey, I'll come with you. And Domon just throws her on the ground and says, I'll do it myself. This is a different side of Domon that we haven't seen. And it's terrifying. It hurts. This is not a good side of Domon. This is a very bad side of Domon. And all that really does strike a nerve in Rain, where she's very quiet. Kids are over there trying to comfort her, and it's just not working. You know, she gives a smile, but it's a very sad smile. You can see it in the art. This is what good artists can do. You can see that she's forcing a smile for the kids, but she's still extremely sad. This is good art. I'm trying to move on because I don't really remember what happens here. We end up cutting away to Domon looking out across the city. Still can't find Allenby, and there he ends up hearing a horse, and it's Funsaki! For those of you who aren't aware, and actually here, we might go a little further, because Domon recognizes Funsaki as Master Asia's horse. For those of you who can't really see, right back here, right about there, that is my Master Gundam riding upon Funsaki. Because Funsaki is freaking awesome, and I love it. I love Funsaki. He basically urges Domon to get on him. Domon obliges, and they go for a ride. Don't know where, but they just ride. They ride for several frames, so I'm just going to jump off to the end. They end up getting to a boat. Not kidding. The horse takes him to a boat. This is so anime right now. And the boat immediately takes off. Funsaki within the boat, Domon within the boat, heading across the way to an island. They exit the boat. Domon exits the boat after landing, and I believe the boat goes off with Funsaki within it. Anime. Doesn't always make sense, but I love it. Funsaki is one of my favorite characters. Anyways, yes, it's a horse. Domon ends up walking around on this island, and he sees just rubble. Land's torn up, destroyed, buildings shattered and crumbled all around. Domon's just, it's a nightmare field. And as he's standing here watching, looking upon all the rubble, Master Asia appears and begins to berate Domon, saying, "You're stupid, you're still weak, you couldn't sense me. Even if you tried, this is why you're going to lose against Schwarzbruder." We end up cutting away. Sorry, I'm trying to remember this, piecing this all together really fast for you guys. We cut away to Wong being told that Master Asia has engaged with Domon, and Wong's plan is to send out a Gundam head. Because turns out Master Asia doesn't know that Wong has complete control over all the Gundam heads. So this is going to be fun. We cut back to Master Asia and Domon. Master Asia begins just laying into Domon. This is when he reveals that he's going to battle Schwartz. Domon's shocked that he's going to battle Schwartz. Master Asia then says, "Fight me, Domon." Domon starts to dodge Master Asia, trying to just get away, figuring out why did Master Asia bring him here. And Master Asia is just saying, "You need to fight. You're still weak. You're still worthless. You're nowhere near as strong as you need to be. And we're going to fight over this sea of mud. And if you lose, you will be dropped within it, never to be found again." Just as Domon prepares to fight, as you kind of saw earlier, the sea blows up, and out comes a Gundam head ready to attack, going straight for the attack on Domon. Halfway point. Okay, so Gundam head's coming out. Master Asia is furious yet again with Wong, because obviously he's kind of picked up that Wong has some control over the Gundam heads. So Domon dodges the attack, begins running upon the back of the Gundam head. Domon yells at Master Asia, "Hey, is this your doing? Is this you? Did you cause all this? Why is this here?" Domon then falls off. Master Asia saves him, and he says, "This is not my doing. I don't know why it's here. We need to hurry up and finish this." The Gundam head starts attacking more, destroys the boulder that they are upon, and they fall within the abyss. In reality, it is not an abyss. It is something completely different. They have fallen into a cavern that connects old tunnels, actually. They all come out. Domon says that he's happy to see Master Asia alive. Take note of that. And Master Asia is happy to see Domon alive. They begin to trek forward because they know they need to get out of here. They shortly come across some dry land, and as they're standing up, Master Asia, winces, goes down because, hey, he's hurt. Domon asks, "What's wrong?" And he says, "I guess in the fall, I hurt my leg. Nothing serious, but I'm not going to be as strong as I can be." He then begins to talk to Domon, acknowledging that these old tunnels were used to connect this island to the mainland. We're going to need to get out of here. And we need to do it fast. And also he then begins to... Domon just asks him, hey, Master Asia, why back there? Why did you save me back there? And Master Asia just says, because you have a lot to learn and you're still just a dumb kid who doesn't know what to do. Excuse me. You need to hurry up, make decisions, and get moving. That's what you need to do. Domon then asks him to fight. Master Asia says, if we begin fighting down here, we'll more than certainly die as the muddy water levels start to rise. Domon says, fine. Tries to call his Gundam. Master Asia stops him, saying, are you stupid? If you call your Gundam down here, everything's just going to collapse in on us. We got to get out of here the old-fashioned way. And Domon basically looks at him and goes like, what? Master Asia tosses Domon his, scarf, cloth thing, says, I can't jump right now with my leg. You're going to have to get up there and pull me up. And Master Asia basically says, you better hurry up or else we're both just going to die down here. Domon hesitates, doesn't know really what to do, and jumps up there, gets up to where he needs to be, looks down at Master Asia, prepared to, help, but you can tell in this moment, Domon's kind of like, I could leave him behind and he'll die, or I could save him, or it can be honorable. Domon chooses the honorable route, saving Master Asia, doing the right thing. This is actually a very important moment. I mean, take note. Domon could have just left Master Asia there to die. He could have, like I said. But he's still helping him. Master Asia saved his life, so why wouldn't Domon save his life in return? They end up moving ahead, getting just slowly across, just trekking along. And then, out of nowhere, they get, they get locked behind. Two boulders end up collapsing right in front of them. One behind them, one behind them, one in front of them. Have no way out. Water levels rising. And that's when Master Asia says, oh, we're going to have to do the ultimate secret technique. Showing off a move that I cannot pronounce. That is extremely powerful. And while the move's being charged, and after it lands... Yeah, I mean, look at this. Master Asia throws out his fist and does a giant palm attack that breaks down the wall. And while witnessing this, Domon remembers when he first saw this attack. Years ago, back when he was being trained by Master Asia. He got separated and was surrounded by a bunch of wolves. The wolves scared him so much that Domon couldn't fight back. And Master Asia came in to save him with that attack. And Master Asia ended up telling him, hey, if you are ever scared, if you never have your soul within your fist, you will never master this attack. You always have to be prepared and always be focused. That attack mesmerizes Domon, and Domon's very happy. And Master Asia then, begins to reminisce on the past and says, this is the one move I was never able to teach you and you have never mastered. This is that one special move, super powerful move, ultimate technique. You never figured it out. Master Asia begins to try to walk forward, ends up realizing how hurt he is, says, he's more injured than he really is. Domon grabs him and begins to help walk him out. We watch as the water levels are moving. Domon's helping Master Asia get out of the building. Master Asia is becoming weaker and weaker, and we know there's something else going on with Master Asia. Something that we haven't been told yet, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Like, he is not... There's more to just, his legs hurt, and that attack took energy away from him. He is going through something. He is sick. But as they're walking, we end up hearing Master Asia just talk about humans. Talk about humans as we're going throughout all this rubble and ruin, and he says humans are a blight on this earth. They aren't needed. They aren't desired. They do nothing but cause harm, devastation, and pain. They're no longer necessary for the existence of the earth. And all this is like, it's shocking them. I'm like, what's going on? Why is he saying this stuff? And as they're walking, they end up being blocked off again. This time, Master Asia tells Domon that, hey, I don't have enough strength to use that attack again, so you're going to have to help me if we want to get out of this. So that's exactly what happens. They both get into fighting positions. They use their techniques together as one, launching up an entire building. I'm not kidding you. They launch an entire building up out of the ground. Anime, am I right? I love it. I love it to death. It's amazing. It's fun. It's fantastic. 2 humans are moving a building. So as the building collapses, the music starts picking up, being anime, and they land. Master Asia tells Domon to stay focused. Battle isn't done, because just then Gundam heads start sprouting up all over the place. Domon calls burning Gundam, engages. Oh, I love this. And from behind Master Asia comes Foon Psyche, just neighing, crying out for his master. Master Asia says, Foon Psyche, be my legs, as he jumps into Master Gundam off of this awesome stand. I love this. This is so anime. Foon Psyche suits up. That stand that Master Gundam was on opens up to reveal Foon Psyche has a Gundam. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. Don't you all just love this? This is so anime. It's amazing. I love it. This is not a great episode, but I love this. So, Master Asia is upon Foon Psyche, ready to fight. Domon's dodging. I think this is 1 Gundam head at the moment. Dodging, just striking. Master comes in to save the day. Ends up destroying 1 of the Gundam heads. 3 more sprout up, and Master Asia says, you need to use the secret technique to take care of all these other Gundam heads. And that's exactly what Domon does. He dodges around, gets up into the air as Gundam heads start attacking, and Domon uses going to try to say the name, I'm probably going to butcher it, Tetsuki Senkai? Whatever. Ultimate technique of the undefeated School of the Undefeated of the East. Unleashing this massive attack all across the Gundam heads, blowing them up, landing, and Domon's like, oh my god, I just mastered the attack. I am now strong. I now have a special attack, and Master Asia just says, hey, with this skill, you'll be able to beat Schwarzbruder now. It'll be super easy for you. Good luck, my student. I am not kidding. That's kind of how it ends. And Domon ends up just looking across the island, and we end up cutting away over to Japan's workshop. I'm telling you, this is a crazy episode. Super anime. Love it. Love it to death. Not a great episode, but I love it when it goes full anime. Horse riding on a boat. So we end up seeing Dr. Mikamura saying, hey, we need to make sure these repairs are in. We need to make sure that this unit is operational here soon. And we see it's a brand new Gundam. And now I'm going to go ahead and just tell you what the name of this Gundam is. It's called Rise Gundam. It's a newer Gundam. I think we don't see it activated just yet. We still have a way. It has some interesting abilities, and I will say that it's a fun Gundam. And we end up cutting away. I don't remember this dude's name. Oh, Dr. Mikamura does say we need to make sure Rise Gundam is operational before Major Alube comes back. Other government guy, one of the main dudes, comes in and says, hey, we have a hard enough time maintaining Burning Gundam. Why do we need a second Gundam? Walks into an office, and he sees on the desk a letter. Now, it's in Japanese. It didn't have a sub for it. He opens up the letter. Dr. Mikamura is working with somebody to make sure the Gundam's operational, and the government dude comes out, looks at it, and says, Dr. Mikamura, we have an emergency. Your daughter has just turned in her resignation letter. Dr. Mikamura shocked as we witness Rain looking out upon the sea as the episode comes to an end. I should mention this, and I forgot to mention this, in the middle of Domon like berating Rain and everything, he said, "You don't deserve to be on my team." That was something that was said. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. That's a me fault. That's a my fault. But I love this episode. Okay. I love this episode for the anime-esque. You know, how anime it truly is, how fun it is. Something like that. You only get things like this in anime. You know, you only get horses leading people to a boat, riding a magic boat that knows how to start when it needs to start and then turn around and leave in anime with a horse. You only get an anime 2 men using a special technique to push up a giant building. Only in anime you get this stuff. It's fun. It's enjoyable. This is not the best episode ever. It's very... It's a filler. It's a filler episode, but it's not really a filler episode. It's like an in-between episode. But it's so anime. And I love it. And I hope you guys love it. Please, thank you guys for checking out this video. I know I haven't put out a whole lot right now. Schedule's all kind of wonky. If you like this video, please, guys, give it a thumbs up. Share it out, friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.